Hey, today we're going to talk about weight loss as a truck driver and how I can't seem to get it right. More on that coming up right after this.
Hey everybody, I'm Judy.
And I'm Jim, and welcome to It's a Highway Vlog, where you get to travel the country with us and you don't even have to leave the wheat field.
So while you're outstanding in your field,
don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that little notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We are in Effingham, Illinois at the TA for once. We usually go to the Petro, but we decided we would come here. We drove down this morning from Janesville, Wisconsin, drove down Interstate 39. Beautiful, pretty sunny, cold day. It is warmer here.
it is warmer. It was not too bad in Wisconsin either. It was 30 something.
But better than what we saw yesterday. Yesterday morning it was down at like 9
12.
or 10.
Yeah, 9, whatever.
Too cold. So we are here, and we went shopping at Walmart a few minutes ago. We're back at a truck stop now, and we're sort of settled in. We have a load Monday, but it doesn't pick up till in the afternoon, and we're about 100 miles away from our pickup. So we're just going to sit here and do our cooking stuff tomorrow, and do this video tonight, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
That a plan?
That sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
So what are we talking about today,
Well,
James?
what we're talking about today is my sort of issues. We did a video about, I don't know, a month or so ago. I'll link that up here someplace, where we were talking about health and trucking and our weight loss journey. And I think at the time I weighed 256. Well, now I weigh 259. I think the scales lie. But I'm
Scales
sort of,
don't say everything.
Yeah, they do. So I've sort of been staying steady, sort of up and down. But anyway, we decided we needed to sort of rededicate ourselves back to doing that. So I guess that's the beginning of this. We missed a big golden opportunity. We could have been huge
YouTube stars. Yep. No.
Over the last few years, actually the majority of it's been the last year or so, Judy has lost a total, since she has been out here on the truck, of 90 pounds, which is just amazing. And her total weight loss from her absolute heaviest down to what she weighs now is 99 pounds. So she
Can't
has
get that extra
one more pound to go, and that will have lost 100 pounds, which is just incredible to me. And that's just awesome. We'll talk a little bit about what she's done, and it may work for you, it may not. I, on the other hand, my heaviest is 296. So at the moment, I'm down 37 pounds for my heaviest. I have been down to 252 recently. And I'm not dedicated like my wife is. I like food too much. But over the course of the last 6 months, year?
It's been close to a year.
Yeah, I started having some really bad issues with my hurting in my side and just not good. I mean, I would actually get to the point where I would have to lay in bed and just let it pass and not eat for a couple of days. And I sort of thought it might be related to my diet. Well, about a year ago, our oldest daughter was diagnosed with celiac disease. And celiac disease is basically you can't have anything with gluten in it. And so Judy suggested maybe 6 months ago, she said, celiac disease runs in the family. Maybe
genetic.
you might have it also. And so she suggested, let's just not eat anything with gluten in it. And, I absolutely love bread. And so that's sort of a dilemma right there.
Yeah, but he loves me more.
I love bread. And so at about that time, we sort of got turned on to the keto diet. It was some friends of ours that had some amazing results. Well, keto and the gluten-free stuff sort of go hand in hand because most anything that has gluten in it has carbs in it. So I was able to cut out the gluten and cut out the majority of the carbs, and it seemed to work. And that's how I've lost, essentially 40 pounds. But I'm sort of stuck. And it's my own fault. We're truck drivers. We like to have food that's convenient. We cook all of our food almost exclusively in the truck, and part of the reason is
most of the reason.
Most of the reason is that I have issues with gluten, and it's gotten to the point where I can have what's called cross-contamination, where I can go in a restaurant, and if they fixed something on a cutting board that has gluten on it, and then they fix my food somehow or another, I could possibly get that and get sick.
So what does gluten include?
Gluten is anything made, gluten itself is a protein that's contained in wheat, rye, or barley. So anything that's made from wheat, rye, or barley,
or manufactured with any of that stuff,
or manufactured around where that stuff is. So I have to be really careful. So everything that we eat now pretty much is in the truck. There are some restaurants that have gluten-free menus. Bob Evans has quite a few, and some of the other restaurants do, but you're always, what their ingredients may say they're gluten-free, but how it's prepared could end up, causing me some major issues. So we eat almost everything in the truck. Almost everything we buy is gluten-free, or it's something that's not likely to have cross-contamination like hamburger meat or something like that. But on rare occasion, I will slip up and get a hold of something that doesn't say that it's gluten-free, and it causes me issues.
Or we decide to get out of the truck and go try a gluten-free menu. Not that, but eggs. I mean, general breakfast food generally isn't too bad gluten.
So I just have to be very careful with what I eat. Like I said, luckily it sort of dovetails with the keto diet, and so I've been able to do that. But another issue has arisen with the keto diet, and if I stay on a keto diet, I'm horrible. I do it wrong. I eat a lot of meat. I eat a lot of cheese, and I know good vegetables and everything else. But what happens is, I'll just frankly come out and say intestinal issues, such that the fact that it's difficult to go to the bathroom.
There it is, folks.
There it is.
Laying it all out there.
Yeah, it's sort of a process. So before I was doing the keto, I had got into eating oats. I'll have a bowl of oatmeal in the morning, and I really like my oats. Well, oats have got carbs in them.
Quite a bit of carbs.
Quite a bit of carbs, but I still like my oats, and apparently oats like me. Or else my body likes oats, because if I eat oats, I don't have that other issue. So I went back to eating a bowl of oatmeal every morning, and occasionally I'll have some peas. I love peas. Probably my favorite vegetable on the earth is peas, and I'll eat some of those. So I slip up. So I'm not a true keto fanatic. I try as best as I can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but hey.
And I'm not totally keto either. I mean, we do watch the carbs, but we do not sit there and do the macros and watch our fats and all of that kind of stuff.
I try to keep my carbs down around 20 to 30 grams a day, which is hard, especially if I eat a bowl of oatmeal. But most everything else, I don't have it. I just need to get in the habit of eating better.
Yeah. And so what are we going to start doing?
Well, the one thing that Judy has done that has, I think, really sort of jump-started, she sort of had a plateau for a while. And about the time I started the keto, my buddy that sort of introduced me to this was talking about intermittent fasting. And Judy has been practicing a form of that. And basically what that entails is she will eat during an 8-hour period. Once that period ends, she will not eat again for 16 hours until she goes back to the beginning of the 8. So what's that look like for you as far as hours?
I usually between 7 and 8, and then 11 and 12. You know, it just depends.
It's a lot when we switch too.
Yeah, I drive from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 1 o'clock in the morning, but I usually stop eating by 8 o'clock, probably at the latest that I do. But I usually try to stop between 7 and 8, and so then I eat between 11 and 12 the next day,
right.
Which works out for me because then I sleep in after I'm done driving.
Yeah,
so.
I have. I tried this for a little bit, and it just didn't work for me. I didn't give it a chance. The only problem is we have different hours, and I like to eat when I first get up, and that's usually between 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And so if I start eating then, by the time my 8 hours are up, it's before Judy starts to eat. And she's my wife. I like to eat, meals.
We generally just eat one meal a day together. Maybe.
So I stopped. But now I think I'm going to have to go back and try to do that. We use an app on our phones called MyFitnessPal, and I can track our calories and nutritional intake and everything else on there. I've got to get back into doing that. That's really funny.
Works the best
for us, keeping track of our calories, which is so simple to do, especially with these apps, we just don't do it. At least, I don't. She's much better at it than I do.
We do it for a while, and then we think, we got it under control. We got our eating under control. It's one of those, just don't worry about it. We got it. And we fall right back into eating all the time.
But I guess what we're saying is I'm going to try to do that. We're going to try to document my progress because, like I said, we missed an opportunity with her losing all the weight. And so I've still got a lot to go. My goal is to get down to 175, which that just makes me laugh. I haven't weighed 175 since I was probably in 7th grade. I've always been a bigger kid. I've got wide shoulders and, I'm built big. Got big bones, as my mom used to say. So I don't know if I can get there or not, but I'm going to try it. That would entail a total weight loss of 121 pounds. We'll see. She says I can do it. I can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
So anyway, that's what we're going to do. The one thing that I would really, really stress, if you're out here on the road and you get to the point where you're having some really bad, serious problems with your gut, number one, go see a doctor. Definitely see a doctor. The thing, if you don't have to, just cut back on gluten and see if it doesn't work. I do not know for a fact that I have celiac disease. I have never been diagnosed. It runs in my family. My daughter has it. So chances are I might have it. The weird thing about celiac disease, I went my entire life and eaten bread. I mean, like tons of bread. And then all of a sudden, I can't seem to eat it because if I stay away from gluten, I'm fine. But we got to reading, and it's a weird thing. They think it is something tied with the change of the bacteria in your gut. So you could literally go for years and years and years, and then like almost overnight, something changes in your gut, and suddenly you can't stand gluten. And I think that's what's happened to me. I mean, I would eat sandwich after sandwich after sandwich and loved it.
Maybe that was it. You ate too much.
I ate
Just
too many
kidding.
sandwiches.
That's not a fact.
Not a fact. But, so, yeah, I mean, check into the gluten stuff. It could actually be a thing for you.
The other thing is if you do, and your doctor will tell you this, if you do get tested for celiac, you cannot stop eating gluten and come up positive. You've got to actually gluten yourself to get tested for it. You've got to
so
be
if you're
sick,
having
basically.
If you're having issues, go see a doctor.
Yes.
Don't listen to us. I do not play a doctor on TV. I do play a truck driver in vlogs, though.
There we are.
Too much fun. So anyway, but I thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. That's the most important thing we can do when we're out here on the road.
And that's one thing I said, we'd stop driving if our health ever became an issue. And
right.
so
why am I still here?
So I don't know. Anyway, so.
But anyway.
Alrighty, and we may eventually get stuff, just pictures and things up of me and what I look like beforehand. But right.
Apparently this is going to be like a weekly check-in thing with me, so hold me accountable. write comments below that, hey, you need to lose weight or whatever. So
encouraging stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole thing with me trying to get back, to where I was at one point in time.
For both of us, and for me, it's maintaining and losing some more too. I want to lose a little bit more too.
They're sitting there going, are they ever going to shut up?
This is true. All right.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe to our channel, ring the little notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. And hopefully there'll be less of me.
So long.